Hello guys, it is Sunday when I record this. You will see this Monday. So, we are going to talk about how Canada is going to use propaganda on their citizens. Yeah, this is just from the realm of completely why. Why are they doing this? Well, why not? I mean, Stalin, Hitler, Mussolini understood that if you control what people see, what they think, what they believe, and if you don't allow any other outside thoughts or opinions, guess what? The population is yours to do what you want with. After World War II, there were high-ranking Nazis that were brought here from Germany. They were specialists in propaganda. We talked about Operation Paperclip, book by Annie Jacobs. I got that one. I've shared it. And she shows all of them. Also, there's a documentary by Arron and Melissa Dykes, The Minds of Men, that showed how Canada was involved with CIA with doing experiments on people during the 1950s and 1960s. They did some hair-raisingly disgusting things to people. I can't remember the doctor's name right off the top of my head that did it, but oh my god. Anyway, I'm going to leave you a link for that movie, for that documentary. Go over it, watch it. I've told you before about it. It'll really open your eyes. And if you see as you live in Canada, you had better get wise. Because all governments use propaganda, okay? They all do it. It doesn't matter where they are, what country they're in. They all do it. Over the last week, it was found that there's fake letters sent to citizens of Nova Scotia about a pack of wolves. They went so far, they're going to go so far. I think they did go so far as to use recorded wolf howls. Not just one, but a whole pack. This is dangerous. Why? Because it creates unnecessary panic and fear among people of the wolves, whether they're there or not. And it creates unnecessary aggression and the wolves toward people. So it was really, it was one of those things that they never should have done. No, actually they didn't use it, but they had planned to use that, but they didn't. It got stopped instead, thankfully. Now, as I said, let's not fool ourselves. Our governments do this, all of them, and we're not aware of it. You don't believe me? Okay, think about this. You're watching TV after two 8-hour grinds of 2 different jobs, and you're home. You had dinner, a shower, and you're watching TV. You see a story: China's starving their citizens. Now, in the back of your mind, you know this is bullshit. Okay, you know it. It's not like the high-ranking members of the communist government of China is going to go out and do all the grunt work. No, they're not. That's what their citizens are for. So, in that, it makes no sense for them to kill their citizens by starving them to death. Now you know this instinctively. Now if you hear something like that and you start asking who, what, where, when, what, why, and how, congratulations. You're starting to think. That's the last thing governments want us to do. They don't want us to think. They want chasing bullshit dreams and pay. Because if you and I realize how badly we're being propagandized, it's gonna be lights out for these governments. I mean, people will not listen to them anymore. Now that brings me to censorship. Again, I feel like a broken record. In July, Dan Dykes from Press for Truth was banned from YouTube. Why? He doesn't have the government-approved opinions. And he might get people to think and to question things. That government does not want you questioning. They want you to shut up, take your breadcrumbs, go to your third part-time job, because there is no full-time jobs in the area which you paid over $200,000 to get an education and deployment in. It's insane. It's like George Carlin said, the governments don't want a well-informed, educated people. They don't. It does not meet their agenda. Now, Wednesday I did a video on the lockdowns. I will leave you a link to that article. But here's the thing. Over the last 24 hours, I found from Cranes, Detroit, how Governor Whitmer of Michigan, hello, where I live, is going to be restricting how people get together. Think about this. Why now? They've had all this time that they could have done this. They've had over 3 months since they started lifting them. They could have reenacted it at any point, but they wait 3 weeks before Thanksgiving, a major American holiday. And then there's Christmas. There were some leaders, I think it was Macron, that wants to cancel Christmas. No, let's cancel him instead. But he wants to cancel it. There's other ones that want to cancel it. I say no. We need to stop letting these psycho-sociopaths tell us how we celebrate our holidays, which ones we celebrate, which ones we don't, when we can go out, when we can't go out. Governor Newsom in California has already been tightening the screws on his citizens again. It's to the point where they're leaving. They're leaving California. There's a mass exodus. People are packing their stuff and getting the hell out. They're overtaxed, underpaid, priced way out of the housing market. So they're getting out. Alright. So without a doubt, there are going to be more lockdowns coming. Without a doubt. We're already starting to see more and more states throw their hat in the ring for it. And even the projected President Biden has said he would recommend a 6-week lockdown. Well, we had a 2-week lockdown that went into 3 months. You see the record here? They say it's only going to be 2 weeks, 6 weeks. Next thing you know, you're 3 months out and you are on unemployment. You cannot pay your rent. You cannot pay your mortgage. You barely keep lights on. You barely feed your family. And honestly, I think this is what they're trying to do to push us to this point. I said in a video yesterday about the mainstream media finally talking about food shortages, that I do think this is the plan to get people so desperate that they will A, take these awful vaccines, which, I'll be honest with you, I may have to. I may not have a choice. I mean, I'm 5'3", 160 pounds. I'm pretty damn fierce. But you put an AR-15 to my head, I'm gonna take the shot. I'm gonna take it. You know. Now, do I believe it can sever my bond with Father in Heaven and His Holy Son Jesus Christ? No. That comes from in here. So no, I don't believe it can. The second thing, they want us so tattered and worn out and physically and mentally fried to the point that we don't fight them anymore. If they want to do whatever they want to, they can. We won't fight them because we're too damn tired and hungry and cold. We're sweating our asses off in the middle of a desert heat. And here's another thing I want to bring to your attention. There was a sketchy letter that was released out of the Canadian Parliament, in which the Parliament was telling representatives from each district to get their people on board with a mass vaccine debt forgiveness program. One person even brought up the fact that there's concentration camps being built. Well, they're called detainment camps. And there was no limit of who could be sent there. When a lot of the folks voiced their concerns about what would happen to those who did not go along, they were told it was their job to make sure everyone in their districts did go along, one way or another. This should be extremely troubling. Even though if you see this and you don't live in Canada, you maybe live in Australia, I don't know, maybe Japan or somewhere in Pakistan, this should be concerning to you, because if one government does it, I have no doubt they'll all do it. I mean, World War II, Roosevelt put American citizens of Japanese heritage in concentration camps, what they might and might not do. Because they might born their relatives back in Japan, even if they probably, the majority of them didn't have anyone left there. But they might have. This is very concerning. We should all be concerned about it. Alright, I've gone on long enough. I'm going to leave you with that thought, and I will see you later.